Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, the video game series in which we look at a brand new released game and I give you my first thoughts and impressions on it. Today we're looking at Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, Aikos' choice, which from the look of things is another in a vast series with deep lore and really good storytelling. I am coming in with this fresh eyes, and so far I've been very impressed, although, full disclosure, I am very bad at it. It requires a lot of stealth and a lot of forward thinking, and I have neither of those things. That being said, I am very impressed with the game so far. I love the way it looks, and again, the storytelling is fantastic. As always, we'll look at the options that's available, and then we'll jump into the actual gameplay itself and see what we can make of it together as we go through. Okay, so the options menu. The options are quite possibly some of the best I have ever seen. It is so robust and seems to cover any and all bases that I am very impressed. I also love the artwork at the background of the starting screen and everything as well. The graphics in the game are a little bit different and something I'm not really used to seeing, but they're very good, they're very clear, and it works really well. Gameplay options you have available. It does start you with a controller, and honestly it makes sense as to why it starts you with the controller with everything that you need to do. So I would advise using a controller with this. You can have vibration on or off, you've got scroll speed, controller access, you've got view cone, colorblind mode, big props for that. You've got bold outlines if you want them, save reminder. I'm going to turn that off because it gets really annoying. In-world text, auto stand-up, context reversal, auto dialogue. Like, there's just so much that you can go through. Really happy with just the amount of gameplay options that you can cater to yourself, how you like to play, how accessible you want it to be, etc. Audio options, again, there is an absolute metric ton of these. You can have your movie subtitles on as well. You can choose your speaker mode, all your voice options, and then this is really cool. So you can have your text language as one and your voice language as another. So if you really want to be immersed into it, if you're used to watching a lot of anime or whatever and you like watching it in sub with the subtitles on the bottom, you can do that with this and really immerse yourself in it. The voice acting for the English actors, pretty damn good. So, you know, the world's your oyster with that one. Controls. There are a lot of controls. You've got Shadow Tactics, you've got Classic RTS, and then you've got Custom. I'm just sticking with Shadow Tactics because, like I say, this is my first time into the series, so I'm just jumping straight in with the default settings. It's a bit of a shame that you haven't got a few more options there available, but it works so far. Your video settings. Now, it seems to automatically start you on Custom, which is a bit weird. Not entirely sure why. I don't know what it is that makes it custom, but there you are. Everything's on full. It runs very smooth. It does limit the game to 60 Hz. I think it's just automatically done to your monitor resolution, which is fine. Full screen on or off, gamma correction if you want it, and then your VSync there as well. For the type of game this is more than enough. This is a very robust graphics menu for the type of game this is. Very happy with it, very happy with how it runs, and unlike yesterday's game, if you do decide to change the resolution, it doesn't automatically reset it. You do have to apply it. So that is worth taking into note. Other games, if you're going to do that, make it so that this doesn't reset the resolution automatically. This game also has eye tracking built in, which is really interesting. I don't have Tobii eye tracker, so I can't use any of this, but it's really cool to see that it's in and on by default. And you can reset the game and see credits. All in all, really happy with this options menu. It is really well done. It's smooth. It looks really good. And it's very functional. It's got a lot of options there that a lot of games just don't have. Let's jump into the game and see what that's about, shall we? Alright, we're in the game. We are on the very first mission of the game, and I'm already struggling. Like I say, this is a game that requires you to use a bit of nuance, a bit of stealth, a bit of brains, all of which I don't generally do in games. You start with 3 characters of the 5 available. Each of them have a different skill set that makes them useful for different types of combat. This is Mugen. He is your healer and your tank, more like a paladin character. You have Aiko, which the title is named after, and she is a Kunoichi. She, disguises herself. She uses distraction tactics, and she kills her enemies with stealth. And then you've got my favourite, which is this guy here. Can't remember his name. I'm terrible. And he basically runs around and throws shuriken at people, kills them, does all that good stuff. 2 of them can jump, 1 of them can't. And the mission is we have to get to this bit here. We have to fight our way through all of these enemies, or, work our way round, and we've got to get to this white zone to listen in. This is very similar to the eavesdrop missions of Assassin's Creed. That's what they remind me of. But with a really interesting sort of RTS style map where you're top down. You have scrolls that you have to get as well. And you can crouch in bushes and basically just try and be as stealthy as is humanly possible. It's very difficult. You don't have a lot of health. You don't have a lot of shuriken that you can use either. It's very interesting what you can and cannot do in the game and how much it limits you. So what we're going to do is, now that he is behind there, we're going to run and pick this up real quick. So basically, the scrolls basically give you tips and tell you a bit more about the game. It's really interesting and I really like it. I just, like I say, I'm terrible at it. I am horrendous at the game. You only get 1 shuriken. So when you've killed someone, you've then got to work your way around and go and pick it up before they see you, so that you can, go ahead and kill them off, pick them off one by one. Which is what we're going to do here. That is not what I wanted to do, but there you go. I didn't want to carry him. We'll throw him in the water. Climb up here, and then I should, depending on where I finish him off, should be able to kill him off. And then basically, yeah, so you got different missions. You've got a story that you do have to... That was stones. That's not what I wanted. There is a story that you follow. Follows Aiko and her, her issues, her past that's come back to haunt her. And you've basically got to avoid detection, use stealth to your advantage, work your way through. Can I not? There we go. Right, we've killed one. Now everybody's going to run to him because I did it in the worst pace possible. I really did. And you're on a cooldown and you've got to wait, and people will be on high alert, etc. And you've got to work it out. You've got to basically go through and work out your plan of action and how you're going to do it. If you've played these games before, let me know in those comments down below if it lives up to expectations, if the skill set and everything works as well as you want it to, or if it's a bit of a letdown, how it differs from previous games. For me, currently, it is incredibly difficult and yet incredibly fun. I am having a huge amount of fun doing this game, playing it and making the most of it, enjoying it, etc. I'm just no good at it. I do wish that they gave you a few more shurikens or just a few more resources, but that's part and parcel for the game. I like the fact they've got different modes for it as well. I'm going to try and jump down here and it's going to get me killed. Okay, cool. I think I might have got away with this. Okay, we're running. We got it. Cool. I might actually be able to get away with this. Because if I can kill Matey Boy across there, then I can climb up on those things, I think. Yeah, got him. Perfect. And then all I got to do is wait for them all to calm down, get the right time, climb up there, and we can move on with the mission. And that is the game. That is what you do. You work out a way of action. You work out a plan of attack. You try not to get killed. It is instant death, by the way. If any one of your team members die, you lose the mission. You have to restart. You can quick save very often. And if you have that reminder on, it reminds you every minute or so that you need to quick save, which is really interesting. It's an interesting way of doing things. But there you are. That is the game. It's fairly interesting. It came out today. It's not something I would normally play, purely and simply because, like I say, I am terrible at these sorts of games. I love the art style. I love the way that I love everything about the game. I'm just no good at it. But yeah, let me know in those comments down below, guys. This has been Aikos Choices. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.